It was a cold day in Philadelphia, February 25, 1957. A young man, a college student, was out checking his muskrat traps. He was walking through a wooded area off Susquehanna Road, a place where people sometimes dumped their trash. And that's what he thought he saw, another piece of junk. It was a large cardboard box, the kind you'd get a bassinet in, from J.C. Penney. He didn't think much of it. He went on his way. But something about it stuck with him. A few days later he heard a news report about a missing girl. And his mind went back to that box. What if? So he went back. He looked closer this time, and what he saw would haunt him, and the city of Philadelphia, for decades. Inside that box, wrapped in a plaid blanket, was the body of a small boy. He was naked, pale, and bruised. His hair had been recently and crudely cut. It lay scattered around his small body. The boy looked to be between 4 and 6 years old. He was malnourished, his ribs showing through his skin. There were scars on his ankle and groin, signs of a hard, short life. The scene was quiet, almost peaceful in a terribly sad way. Who was this child, and how did he end up here, discarded in a box like so much unwanted refuse? The questions began that day, whispered on the cold winter wind. Questions that would take more than half a century to even begin to answer. The police arrived. They were seasoned detectives, men who had seen their share of darkness in the city of brotherly love. But this was different. This was a child. They carefully documented the scene. The box itself was a clue, they thought. A J.C. Penney bassinet box. They traced its origins, but it was a common item, sold in stores all over the area. The blanket he was wrapped in was also ordinary. A flannel blanket that could have come from any home in America. Every potential lead seemed to dissolve into nothing. It was as if the boy had simply appeared out of thin air, a ghost left behind in the woods. The authorities did everything they could think of. They took the boy's fingerprints, they checked his teeth, they created a post-mortem photograph, dressing the boy in children's clothing, hoping to spark a memory, a flicker of recognition in someone, anyone. They put his face on posters and plastered them all over the city. They sent flyers to police departments across the country. "Have you seen this boy?" the posters asked. But the answer, it seemed, was no. No one called, no one came forward to claim him, no school reported a missing student, no parent reported a lost son. It was a deafening silence. The city waited, the police waited,